I'll turn now to Ranking Member Reed.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Chairman Atkins. As we've proceeded, there have been a significant number of cases, well, several at least, that have been dismissed by the SEC, and the individuals have associations with the president or his family. And it raises the question, the public, is there some connection between their political connections and their legal standing? The most probably notable of these is Mr. Justin's son, who was sued by the SEC for fraud. Mr. Son is the biggest investors in Trump's meme coin, funneling at least $40 million to the Trump family. He invested $75 million in Trump's other crypto project called World Liberty Financial. He's affiliate with crypto exchange HTX, which was the first to list Trump's stablecoin, USD1. He created the Tron blockchain, and according to a crypto research firm, the overwhelming majority of Hamas cryptocurrency seized by Israeli authorities has been Tether on the Tron network. In addition, Mr. Son was reportedly under investigation by the Department of Justice for financial crimes, and yet his case was dropped. What was the rationale for dropping the case against Mr. Son?
Thank you, Senator. So that I believe that case was dropped before I got to the SEC, or if not, I didn't participate in it. So I can't speak to the specifics of that case. As far as a lot of these cases that were brought by the SEC, as we are looking again at the rules and looking to bring some order to the crypto markets and the rules that govern those, we're trying to square, our enforcement stance with, what our stance is with respect to those assets.
Well, I think you appreciate at least the impression that is generated here. On a quick calculation, over $100 million was given to the president directly and indirectly, and suddenly a case that was brought, I'm sure not frivolously, but with evidence, et cetera, was suddenly dropped. How would you reassure the American people that there will be no political interference in the operations of the SEC?
Well, Senator, this is now my third time at the SEC, so I've been in and around the agency for 30-some years, and so working with many chairmen and commissions over the years, I can tell you that the commission addresses issues forthright and that without fear or favor and under both parties, and so I'm proud of the record of the SEC, and I assure you that we will continue to do that while I'm chairman.
We had an opportunity, I guess, and again, thank you for coming by. It was a great opportunity to talk about some of these issues. One is the presence of doers within the SEC, and also the staffing cuts that have been initiated across the government, but also at SEC. So starting with the staffing cuts, how many staff have left the Division of Corporate Finance? Do you have those numbers?
Perhaps. What I can tell you is that overall, 15% of the staffing of the agency have left voluntarily. So they took voluntary retirement by these things. So 11%. So CorpFin is a bit below the average of 15%.
Right. So again, this is the division of SEC that looks at filings for companies, IPOs, et cetera. As a loss of, I presume, since they left in retirement, these are senior personnel, probably some of the most experienced members. Can we assure the public and the corporate community that they'll still be efficient, effective, and timely review?
Well, yes, Senator. So again, I've been in and around the SEC now for 30 years. And I have to say, I'm very proud of the staff. I think they're very competent, and I think there's a deep well of competency there. And so the good thing, I mean, one thing that comes of retirements is that it allows junior people to, who are competent to move up the ranks. So I think that circulation is good. I miss the former folks who have left, but they took that voluntarily as far as the retirement goes.
Well, my time's expired, so